here.
Hi.
That's what's been going on.
I got a hole in my neck.
There. Well, not just the hole in your neck.
I got pancreatitis. Acute pancreatitis. It's not ugly. It's acute.
It's a cutie.
It's acute.
So we came to the hospital yesterday morning,
I have a normal procedure that I
which
had already.
yesterday was Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
So Tuesday, May 13th.
At like 5:50 in the morning.
Yeah, it was really early. And it was going to be day surgery to remove the stent from his pancreas that they put in about a month ago. And he had already been having problems. He had already been in a lot of pain for a
The
few weeks.
past couple of weeks where it got worse. I felt it the whole time, but it got worse.
Yeah. And when they were finished with removing the stent, well, and they removed that stent, but they put in a temporary, I think, plastic stent.
One that dissolves or something.
Yeah, it's going to dissolve on its own. But he was in severe pain, and so they...
And I was swatting at him.
Yeah, and they drew some blood to run some tests.
The lip says test.
Lipase.
Whatever.
And
Lipase.
But they didn't have it back when they said they were going to have to admit him. So I think they pretty much figured out that he had pancreatitis. And then it came back, well, a week ago when he went to the hospital, the lipase was 142. And then yesterday after the surgery, it was
670 something.
671, I think, or something like that. And yeah, and they're also watching. So the spot on his liver that they've been saying ever since surgery in November that it was scar tissue from doing the liver ablation. They said a week ago that it's growing and scar tissue doesn't grow. So they started calling it a mass, and so they also did blood work.
I'm an oncologist.
Yeah, that takes like 3 to 4 weeks to get back to see if there's new cancer. It's crazy it takes that long, but it's in a spot.
Bad spot.
Yeah, hard spot to get to in the liver. So I guess this is the way they want to do it. But with the acute pancreatitis, when he does get out of the hospital, which we're hoping is tomorrow, they'll have to still be watching him and running tests. Red Tiger said hi.
Bye.
So it's just never ending.
Yep.
And then they were able to remove the thing on the back of his neck, which they're saying is a cyst.
Whatever.
But it got really bad and really swollen, and it's been there since last year.
Since treatment started.
Yeah, I'll show the back. It's bandaged, but...
We're boring. Red Tiger said, bye.
Bye.
He's like, you guys are bringing me down, man.
So there's the bandage. He had me look at it.
Because I don't know what it looks like. I just know there's gauze stuffed in it.
It's got gauze sticking out. And just like he told...
Holy shit, there's everybody left.
That's okay. That's probably my sister.
Yeah.
And what was I going to say? It's been a long 14 months. Oh, yeah, so he's had that spot on the back of his neck even last year with the cancer and everything. And
I showed my oncologist, and he said, oh, that's a lymph node. A swollen lymph node, and there was nothing you could do.
I don't know who that tech...
I'm in the hospital again. We're just going live because we're old.
Yeah, he's got acute pancreatitis. So they admitted him after the procedure yesterday to remove the stent from his pancreas. And that was put in 30 days ago or a month ago to let the pancreas leak into the intestine instead of on the other side where it was leaking when they nicked it during surgery, and that was leaking into his abdomen, which caused the abscess for like a really long time. And oh wow, they said, dang, that's crazy, I'm 20 years old and I just had a heart attack.
Look at Shepherd's Chapel. Your mom used to watch that.
I have an
That's
aneurysm
crazy.
in my heart at 20 years old. Wow. We'll say some prayers for you.
Well, our neighbor also has an aneurysm in her heart, and she's had it for 22 years. So don't be negative about it. She's still kicking.
Yeah. And there's just, I know all the medical stuff's crazy, especially with the heart. I mean, Charlie had a few heart attacks before we found out that he had cancer, and they put a stent in his LAD, but it was the wrong size. It wasn't put in the right spot. It wasn't big enough. So he kept having heart attacks for 6 or 9 months or something before they realized that. And
Yeah.
so just, your body. So anytime something's different, don't put it off, especially with your heart.
Like I do.
Bill said, let's turn to God Shepherd's Chapel
What your mom used to
YouTube.
watch.
My mom used to, if you're talking about Bill Murray.
No, Bill
Wasn't,
Murray's an actor.
oh, what was he, what was his name on Shepherd's Chapel? I know he died.
Yeah, it
He
runs in
said,
my
thank
family
you.
too.
That's the positive
You got to
input
stay
I
positive no
needed.
matter what.
Yeah, I don't know if you've watched our YouTube or TikTok since Charlie's cancer started 14 months ago, but he's very positive even through everything that he's been through, and he likes to make jokes, and I feel like, that's helped some people and helps you too,
Yep.
and helps me. Um, he said, oh,
Grandpa died with 25% of his heart left, so it runs in family.
wow.
My mom had heart problems too, and so did my dad. My dad died of an aorta, an aneurysm in his aorta, but he was 53.
Yeah. There's so many things you can do too, like your lifestyle, like exercise, eat totally different. I mean, I don't know how you're eating, but I would definitely start there.
And technologies came along, like look what they did for Val. They
Stay out of any stressful situations. When anything gets stressful in life, try and pause for a minute and not let it get to you. I know that's hard because a lot of things can be stressful, especially medical stuff can stress you out. John said,
yeah.
this last Friday I went to a friend's home. He fought cancer 6 long years. It's crazy. So many people have cancer, and it's younger and younger ages. I remember growing up and it was always just really old people, like in their 70s, 80s,
You
90s.
too.
What'd you say?
I read that.
Oh,
I
well,
said
sir, I
you too.
pray you get better. You're amazing. Keep on hanging in there and keep on doing your God's work on the humanity. Yeah, we'll say some prayers for you, and definitely Google, what to eat, and walking is really good. Staying active and being positive. That's a huge thing. We've both learned a lot about when stuff like this happens. If you stay negative, which, that's easy to do when it's scary medical stuff, it's actually worse on your body. So it's anything you can do, get some hobbies, travel as much as you can, even if it's only in your area, going and seeing new things.
And the toxins in the food.
Mm-hmm. Um,
It's got to be the food because it has kids, pregnant women, every age. It's crazy.
John said my daddy had cancer. I know a lot
That's what I'm
comes
talking
from
about.
our environment toxins. Yeah, it really does. It's just in everything. I know we've tried to do like organic foods and um, just changing a lot of things. I mean, we talked a lot about it.
And supplements and
Yeah, supplements. Definitely look up uh, herbs and food and vitamins and everything that's good for your heart and even people that don't have cancer. I like research different things now because it happens to so many people now, and a lot of people are finding out they're at stage 4, so just it's crazy. Just try and change everything now to keep cancer from happening too. He said I was in San Francisco, caught a dirty bomb. It is in my spine. 5 surgeries, generation discs, and vertebrae. Wow. That's crazy. Charlie found out after his cancer diagnosis that he also has Lynch syndrome, which is genetic. And we just found out that our son has it. So uh, there's a lot of genetic stuff too. And it's all just scary, and lifestyle changes is going to be the biggest thing to keep most medical stuff at bay or whatever. Special Forces, Green Beret. Your grandfather or your dad?
him.
Oh, you are. Wow. That's pretty cool. It's hot in here. Do you have the heat on?
No, you can turn
Normally
it down.
hospitals are cold.
It's you. You're hot.
Where's your heat?
Over
Here,
there.
you
I don't want to do it.
just hold it for a
All
second.
right, I got it.
Where is it?
On the wall. I can't make it any brighter.
Oh my gosh, you've got it almost 73 degrees in here.
What are you turning into? 50? I have to sleep in here, dude.
Well, let's get some cold air and... How can I tell?
I'm a papa too.
How can I tell if it's on?
You can't.
It is so hot.
I just make you that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. I brought Ted for him tonight, so Ted's over there just chilling. Thunder Buddy. Thunder Buddy for life. Oh, yeah. Charlie, we have 12 or
11.
I never said we had 12. We have 11 grandkids.
Great. Someone's probably pregnant.
Oh, no. They're a lot of fun. That definitely helps keep you young, too.
Yeah. Yep.
What other updates? We've been so bad, just so busy not being able to do as many updates.
And both back to work didn't help. So.
Yeah. And then spending time with family, and then we're finally in spring, which is our spring, summer, and fall is our favorite time to go explore. So if he can get out of here
Tomorrow, hopefully.
we always try to go to new places. We go to back to our favorite places too, but every year I want us to be going to like 3 to 5 new places plus our favorite ones. Oh wow, he has 9 grandkids and 1 great grandson.
We got a while to go before we're great grandparents.
Yeah. Our oldest
13.
our oldest grandkid's 13. Uh-oh. What's beeping?
I'm dying.
Is that your antibiotics or? Oh, that means the nurse is gonna be coming. I don't know what all. Well, that's your IV fluid and
Antibiotic.
yeah. So
Hello.
Well, that's annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah.
God. Think we're all good.
We're live on YouTube, but I won't get you so that.
Hey, YouTube.
He said, "Hey YouTube, do you want to say hi?"
Thank you.
I'm good.
Does that mean your drugs
He
stopped?
turned it off.
Oh,
I'm supposed to get it the rest of the night.
oh. Well, do you want to push the button and ask him?
I did push the button. My nurse must be on lunch
Who
or
was
something.
he? Was he a nurse or?
Not my nurse.
Oh, maybe he's just doing that until somebody can come in here. John said I was a single parent. That's hard. And he had bladder cancer surgery last year. It was a success. Well, that's awesome news. Did they have to remove part of your bladder or?
I don't think they can remove it.
And
Mhm.
did you do treatments or? Charlie's had stage 4 colon cancer. Well, they still say, even though they removed his colon, they still say he has stage 4 colon cancer. But they removed his entire colon, 35 lymph nodes, and then did a liver ablation. I do checkups every 6 months. I don't know how often Charlie's checkups are going to be because
Every 3 months for right now.
yeah, with Lynch syndrome, the cancer definitely will come back, and they just don't know when or where. But that's why they had to remove his whole colon instead of just the part of his colon where the tumor was, because they said with Lynch syndrome, if they would have left the colon, it would have came back to the colon and it would have been worse. So hopefully the spot that they're watching in the liver is not new cancer. And
Have you talked to Lori?
yesterday,
okay.
yeah, I texted her earlier. But yeah, that's why they had to remove the whole colon, which sucks. But at least you found out so that it wouldn't have came right back to your colon, you know?
Yeah. It was still a hard surgery.
Yeah. That was in November, and it's been nothing but problems ever since because they, during that surgery, nicked his pancreas.
And that caused all this.
Yeah, he ended up with a huge abscess and had to have a drain out of his back for 4.5 months that he just got out a month ago. And they had to replace the drain 7 times, which was a pain, and he was really a trooper at handling that, a lot more patient than I would have been, because he kept having to go into the hospital, and then he'd be in the hospital for 3 to 5 days or even more each time they had to replace the drain, and then get home, and then the drain would stop again. So it's just, everything's been a mess. And then because they couldn't get the abscess to go away or it would make a second abscess, they ended up going in and putting the stent in his liver a month ago. And then this happened when they went to remove it yesterday. But you were already hurting, so I feel like the pancreatitis was already starting, but it just made it worse yesterday. I don't know. He said I had Z team of scientists study the first layer underneath Pete. I don't know if I'm saying all this right. Pete the Dirt had things never used before seen, but it has future, I believe. It makes a person feel brand new. Well, that's awesome too. Especially after going through any type of cancer. It's all just so scary. Like we've met a lot of people that have cancer and young, like just it's young ages that are getting.
Yeah. It's a food.
It's not just the food, it's so many different
I
things.
know, but it's the food.
I truly feel that how positive Charlie's been is how he was able to fight this, because there was some really bad, scary days that, were kind of up in the air, and it'd be so easy to just give up. But with, him cracking jokes and
Loving you.
both of us always tried to find the positive. I feel like that's a huge part.
Yes.
And then changing what you eat and what we all eat, and I think that is another part of it. And of course the grandkids and our kids, just our family support system is really big, and the kids are always there to show up no matter what, when anything's going to happening, and the grandkids keep us young too. As there's 6 types of bladder cancer. My doctor said I had the best of them. The treatable kind, my doctor put something in my bladder, chemo stuff. It's crazy the things they can do now, because I know many years ago, stage 4 was like a pretty
Death sentence.
fast death sentence. And my dad in 2008 died from pancreatic cancer, and by the time they got the full diagnosis and we're like, yeah, it is for sure stage 4 pancreatic cancer, he died 3 weeks later. It had already spread to anywhere cancer can spread: brain, liver, bone marrow. Like, it was just everywhere. And they even told Charlie when he got diagnosed that 10 years ago they wouldn't have done treatment. And that's exactly what happened with my dad. It was just too late. Oh, there's Faith. So, hey, so happy to see y'all. Hi, Faith. Yeah, Charlie got admitted yesterday after they were going to do the day surgery of removing the stent from his pancreas that was put in a month ago to make the pancreas leak into the intestine instead of his abdomen. And he had already been hurting pretty bad for a few weeks, and pretty sure what caused it was when they went in to remove the stent from the pancreas, that I think that's what caused the pancreatitis. So he has acute pancreatitis. So he's been in the hospital on IV antibiotics and pain meds through IV and oral. They said it's like one of the most painful things. And it took him all of yesterday into the night to get his pain under control.
Yeah, it's worse than my liver hurt.
Yeah. John said I had a 4-year-old cousin die from cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, 4 years old.
Brody at my work had his his brother died from brain cancer, and he was like 8.
That is just so sad. It's not fair for kids, especially. It breaks my heart. What kind of cancer um did your cousin have? My last spine surgery in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, I had uncontrollable pain. Oh, some of the pain that I've seen Charlie have is terrible. Like, it hurts my heart to see him go through the pain and um feeling helpless. Like, it sucks bad to be in that position. I mean, not as bad as going through it, but it just really
You
sucks.
went through it with me, the whole thing, so you're there every day, bro.
He said she had it after a bad tooth removed. Oh my gosh. Wow. So I wonder, I've heard of that where people get cancer after, and I've always heard too that when you have surgery and open up somebody with cancer, it spreads. And so that worried me when Charlie had to do the surgery to remove his colon. And like, I've asked different doctors and oncologists about that, and it's like they'll say, yeah, that can happen. And it's like you don't really get explained if that's the case, if it truly happens. Like, does it happen every time? And then why have a surgery and open somebody up with cancer then?
Because they're trying to remove the mass, like the main part of it.
And I mean, you had all your treatments first. I feel like having the treatments first is better than going in and opening it, because it's something about the air hitting the inside of your body when there's cancer.
Yeah.
So I feel like then everybody should have treatment, but I don't know. I don't know enough. I go down so many rabbit holes. I've learned a lot. We both have, but I'm sure everybody knows. Anybody with any kind of medical stuff, first thing everybody's gonna do is Google it.
Yeah.
And I mean, with Google, you can find good and bad on every single thing that you look up. 2 weeks ago, I wanted to give up myself. I live in damn pain meds 24/7, 365. I will always have to have them. My doctor said he is just
Patching
me up. Yeah. Charlie hasn't been off pain meds since March of 2024. It's constant changing, and for a while he was on so much, like
45 milligrams twice a day and 30 milligrams every 6 hours.
of morphine, yeah, long acting and
Short acting.
and that was so much pain meds, and that's what they had to get him back on today, and he had been off of all of that for like 3 months, because he was working on getting weaned off, and now we're right back to that. It's just so much pain meds. Like, I would be asleep. My body wouldn't handle.
Your body gets used to them.
I know, and that's what sucks too. He said, my doctor said, oh yeah, he is just patching me up. And yeah, I know, feeling like you want to give up. Charlie's had that a few times, and I do my best to be there for him mentally. Walk by faith. Hi, Jesus Christ be with you, strong and walk by faith. Amen. Thank you. Yeah, has Charlie tried using any doTERRA oil? My friend sells that stuff. It's really good. We haven't tried it. We've tried so many different things, and um what kind of doTERRA oil are you thinking? John said I take like 90 milligrams a day. Oh my gosh. That's a lot. And the pain meds too, I feel like that can bring on depression. You know, I mean, it doesn't help with living a life like that too, that, you know, you're constantly at the doctor and constantly in pain. Um, oh, Judy. Hey, Charlie and Mary, I'm praying for you both. It's rough. I'm taking pain and anxiety meds. It's a pain in the butt, but if you know what I mean, I feel better with the meds. It makes me forget my problems. Yeah, I'm sorry, Judy.
Is that Judy, Judy?
I think it is. Is that our Judy, Judy? Yeah, that's our Judy. John said I keep my Bible close. I have been a Christian all my life. That's going to be a huge thing, too. Probably the biggest thing because, you know, keeping our faith strong and talking to God and praying anything around that's going to be better than medicine. He said, I'm 62. I fight every day. And Judy said, let's kick cancer's ass. Both you and I. Yes, it's me. Miss you and love you both so, so much. We miss you and love you too.
Yeah.
We've been so bad about doing updates and being on video, and we need to do it more. John said I moved from Louisiana to the high desert mountains to chill. Where are you living in the mountains? We
High
live
desert. Isn't high desert in Nevada?
maybe.
Well, that's what that prison's called out there. High desert.
We're from Vegas, but we live in Oregon. Oregon's my favorite. When we go on vacation most of the
Utah?
time, when we go on vacation most of the time, we just go in different places around Oregon. There's so much to see and do here. It's just perfect weather. It's beautiful. It said my husband used frankincense, lavender, and DIGEZ. We can try that.
Frankincense.
What kind of cancer does he have?
That lady's been screaming all day.
I do not want my children to remember me in pain. Just the daddy always on the go. Yeah. Charlie doesn't like anybody to see him in pain. He's good at hiding it. He has a very high pain tolerance, too. Yeah, Utah.
That lady's been
I've been there a few times.
You hear me?
It's pretty, but I'm too... I hear her. That's sad.
All day.
I'm too... my heart's in the Northwest. I have to have the green and the cool air, and even though it does get...
Rainy.
Well, I was going to say hot, but can't really say hot when, you know, there's desert areas that are really hot. Judy said, you both look good, though. Hang in there and feel better. Thank you, Judy. We've been praying for you, too. I really hope that your pain gets better, and everybody needs to heal from cancer, and heart problems, all this medical stuff that's going on with everybody now. He said, I'm not far from Four Corners. Isn't that Utah, Colorado, Arizona? What's the fourth one?
Mexico, maybe? I don't know.
No. Utah, Colorado, Arizona, Idaho. No, not Idaho. Montana. I don't know. I'm probably way off.
We were there. We went to Texas.
We're near the Portland area in Oregon. Cedar City is very nice. I think I've heard of Cedar City. Bryce Canyon, Zion Park area. Yeah, that.
Friend who goes and skis.
Yeah, my friend goes and skis there, and I don't know if I don't think I ever went to Zion National Park. I know my dad did years before he passed away. Faith said digestion, they have a blue cream that helped his leg pain. Digestion helped with nausea along with the ginger drops. He had pancreatic cancer. That's what my dad had. That was so bad, and it was so fast it taken my dad. And you said pancreatic pain hurts worse than liver pain.
Dude, it hurts.
And before this, you said the liver was like...
the worst I felt.
Yeah.
Worse than my spleen.
But now he's saying pancreatic's the worst. And the doctor said pancreatitis is one of the worst pain feeling. I can't even talk.
Well, it's pretty late.
Yeah.
I do want to end it so we can spend some time together.
Judy said I scream every night and wake my daughter up. I wish I could hide pain. I have terrible neuropathy in right fingers and hand. Every night and day, pain and numbness. I put pain cream and spray. Have you ever tried what Faith is saying about the doTERRA oil? John said my brother-in-law had pancreatic cancer. That one's so bad. I know when my dad had it, they said it's the most silent, deadly cancer there is. Oh, Faith said it was also in his liver. Oof. Wow. Yeah, Judy, I would try the stuff that Faith is saying too, the types of doTERRA oil. I'm sorry that your pain's still so bad. Yeah, it is a silent killer, and it's so fast. It took him about 3 weeks to get the full diagnosis for my dad, and then he died 3 weeks after that. And the first symptom that my dad got was the day after Father's Day, which Father's Day is in June. This was in 2008. So the day after Father's Day, his stomach started hurting really bad. And I think it was a few days of him being in like pretty bad pain before he asked to go to the hospital. So that was in June, and he died at the end of September. So 3 months after his very, very first symptom, he died. Faith said he was perfectly healthy, never sick, a firefighter for 38 years. Wow. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Judy said, I'll try anything. I pop a oxycodone. I at least go to bed happy. Yeah. And John said, I knew him all my life. My sister dated him since 3rd grade. Faith went to the ER for a cough and back pain. He had no symptoms prior. He lived 2 weeks before a year after diagnosis. Wow. Yeah, that is one of the most silent, deadliest cancers that there is. It's just not fair. John said they were married 50 years. Wow. That's a long time. You okay? Falling asleep?
My neck hurts.
Big Mike. I know, and you're having to sit.
Right.
Is that the music for a baby being born? We probably need to ask them about turning your antibiotic back on. Well, I'm sorry we haven't done a update in a while. I'm probably gonna end the video so we can spend some time together. So I have to go home for work tomorrow. Faith said her and her husband were married 32 years. When did he pass away?
Yep, all the drains are gone.
Yeah, I know. But look at the back of his neck. They drained this today. He had it last year, and they were saying it was just a swollen lymph node. And it started getting really big and very, very painful for
Past couple weeks.
It was really bad. He was getting to where he couldn't move his head. So they drained it today, and now I'm the one that did all the drain flushing and keeping that spot clean for 4.5 months. And now he's like, oh, yeah, you got to stuff gauze in here. I don't know for how long, but
Dude, I don't want him to stuff it. It hurts right now.
I'm about to go out there and ask for a job. I feel like I'm doing a lot of medical stuff. But yeah, he has the drain off. It's just now he's got the pancreatitis, which is really dangerous. So that's kind of scary. John said sending prayers up. Thank you, John. We'll be praying for you too.
What'd she say? I feel like a broken
shunt.
car body work.
Faith's March 2nd, 2024. After that is when I started watching you guys. That's why I had a strong connection with you. Oh. Wow, that wasn't that long ago either.
No,
I'm so sorry. I can't even imagine. I know I do remember we've been talking to Faith. There's probably a handful of people we've been talking to from the beginning. And you can, I don't know if you follow us on TikTok, because we can't send private messages on YouTube. But if you go to our TikTok and follow us there, we can private message and share phone numbers and stuff too. Judy said, I feel like a broken down car, body work, oil change, and lube job. Enjoy your time together to bed. It's in the hospital, though. Yeah, Charlie feels like that a lot, too, and he'll have a good day, and then it just seems like everything goes downhill. He's been having a hard time sleeping, and it sucks to see him.
You see the bags under my eyes?
Huh?
I said, you see the bags under my eyes? Not them, you.
Yeah. They're not that bad.
Okay, good. Well, I've been sleeping today.
You're still hot.
Yeah.
John said you're probably safer to do it cleaner because
That's where they work on everybody.
where they work on everybody. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did really good at taking care of his drain that was coming out of his back. I had to flush it twice a day,
I gotta go to the bathroom.
and I had to clean the spot. Well, I put new bandage and Neosporin and stuff on his back. And we always use gloves and alcohol on anything I needed to clean. And then we started pulling out all the gunk from his abscess with the syringe to make it shrink faster. But it took 4.5 months. It was crazy. He was so sick of having the drain in, and then they had to replace it like I think it was 7 times. I've lost track. Thank you, Faith. You're in our prayers too, and hang in there. And if you go to TikTok and follow us and send a private message, we can exchange numbers. We've done that with a few people. Oh, you have 2 operations coming up. What operations are they? Thank you, Judy. We've been praying for you too. Yeah, definitely add TikTok so that we can talk. I don't know why YouTube doesn't have a way to private message. Oh, wow. Somebody from Egypt. Thank you. We're sending our love from Oregon. Faith said for me to get in the hospital bed and to snuggle you. I brought him Ted too tonight. Because I do have to go home tonight because I work tomorrow. So Ted always has to be here for him. Faith said for me to snuggle you in the hospital bed. I wonder if we put a hat or a sock on the door outside, if the nurses will know what that means.
Here, I'm gonna ask them if they're supposed to turn that off.
Yeah, you should ask them. Yeah, TikTok is good to have. I know we've messaged on there and exchanged numbers too, Judy. Oh, he's calling a nurse in. So I'm gonna probably have to end it.
Bye. We love all you guys. Oh,
Yeah, we do, and we appreciate all the love, support, and prayers. Oh, his foot and back again. Put a do not disturb sign. All right, well, anybody that wants to follow us on TikTok, we can private message on there too. It's under the Chucky to my Tiff. I think there's periods in front of each word, and I think it's a picture of us as Chucky and Tiff, I think, right? On TikTok. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But anybody that wants to follow us on there, and we should be adding more videos and stuff. If they don't know, they will. Yeah. Enter at your own risk. All right. Well, everybody have a good night, and we'll keep all of you in our thoughts and prayers. We remember everybody's name that we talked to. And
Good luck with surgery, John.
yeah, good luck with surgery. We love you too, Faith. Thank you. You gonna say bye?
Bye.
Yeah, we'll probably do another video tomorrow night and definitely this weekend. So we're going to the Alien Fest on Saturday if you're out of the hospital, and maybe we'll go live when we're doing that. It's actually, we haven't been, but we've seen pictures every year, and we always say we're gonna go, and now we're gonna go. So yeah, so we'll share all of that too. It's pretty cool. Hugs to you too, Faith, and yeah, we'll be able to check on you too, especially if we connect on TikTok. And everybody have a good night, and we'll pray for everybody, and we appreciate everybody as well. Bye. I never know how to end it. Oh, the X. Bye, guys.